Hello, demonettes and other hellspawns. Welcome to this third episode of EVE Online. As you see on screen, pardon me, as I said in the last episode, I have the picture of what I meant. High sec, police officer carrying a baby. Low sec, some tough guy. 0.0, Mafia, Wormhole Space, Mad Max, or something like that. Mad Max World, something like that. I always forget that movie. But that's how the running gag is going. Just so you know. Let's see if I can find a way that my voice is not driving everyone to, deafened. With using of my own sound adjuster. So I hope my voice is still hearable, and if not, leave a comment in the comment section or leave it in the in the chat. So let's continue with the last mission. Exploration career path. So, for all the other career paths we have been doing, I am not hearing myself back, which is quite annoying for me. Now I hear myself. All the other career paths, you have 10. They're all 10 missions each. Now we're gonna do the exploration career path, and that's like, you think, well, that should be 10 as well, right? No, those are 5. These will be the 5 longest missions you'll have, at least towards my experience. I never find this one go real fast for some reason, but they are quite fun to do. Don't get me wrong, they are fun to do, because they teach you about a very underutilized thing. That are the scanners. Probe scanners, directional scanners, solar system map, and probe. But, like, this is the D-scan. I normally use it in the PvP filter to get all needed things. But, like, it does not give anything else for the mission. You have to find it on your own. Well, I know where to go, and the game is already prepared for it. But the game does not explain that you have to use scanners, and then you have to use the probe scanners exactly. At least when you read it, it's like, what's going on here? But sure, it is said here that you have to unlock sensor overlay, look around, location named. But they don't say, they say it down here a bit, but it's never explicitly told that this exists. Because I assume everyone have noticed the ring I have here. That ring, anomalies, shared bookmarks, agent objective, landmark signatures, personal bookmarks, and structures. I know what they are. I could do this and they're off, I could do that and they're on, but it's not actually explained properly. Because I could do this. I'm gonna loot it for now. And I have to look around like, where is it? So, align it. Look. Okay, it's there. You could do this. And then say warp 2. But they never explain that if you use the probe scanner, you can find it. That explanation will come later. And I have seen many people in help chat, either rookie or English help chat, like, how do I get the proof of discovery anomaly? And we have to explain most of the time that you have to use Ctrl P or use the scanner and then anomaly. Alt P, my apologies. But we always tell them, because why not? Abandoned research station. I actually never been there. I should go there. Hello, fourth viewer. Welcome to the stream. And if I miss a fifth or viewer, I'm sorry, but hey, this game does. Oh, hello, fifth viewer. This game does draw a lot of your attention. Okay, let's see. Okay. Next mission. Grants a Tormentor. It's not like I got enough ships. The Tormentor is a probe ship. Used to scout and stuff like that. You could also use the Emperor or the faction representative of the scout ship. Which, why don't I just make a little... why don't I just show it? So this is the Tormentor. I don't know why they give you a Tormentor, because it does not have the bonuses for it. Are the bonuses removed? No. Magnet was the scanner. I mixed them up again. But that is the Amar version of a scanner ship. Then we have the Kaldari. That is the Heron. Oh, the reason that I go over all of them is because I always forget where they are in the list. The Heron is the same as the Magnet, and it's meant to probe stuff out. The Galante, or Galante, I have no idea what the proper pronunciation is. Oh, here. That's Navitas. And then we've got the Trust in the Rust, Minmatar. Where's the bridge? If I remember, no, the bridge wasn't. It was burst was repaired, so then it was the probe. Of course, it's a probe ship called the Probe. Those are the four main alliances, factions. As you notice, we have Or, Gurista, Sancha, Blood Raiders, Angels, Serpentists, Servant Sisters of Eve, or also called the SOE, Sisters of Eve, SOE, Mordor's Legion, Triglavian Collective, and the Eden Com. The last time I've played, the Triglavian were the newest, but apparently we have a new whole ship faction. And they're locked between Omega. Cool. I will have to research them. Like the Triglavian, I still have to research Triglavian as well. If you know stuff or know where the best way to learn more about either Triglavian or the Edencom, Edencom, you can say it either in chat or leave it in the comment section on YouTube. because I am a bit rusted in the Amar ships. I have always played Amar. I have only played Amar. No, that's a lie. I have played other races as well, but I always end up going back to Amar since for some reason it works for me. But back to the like the probe and ships like that. Or they have the mining frigates, stuff like that, but they actually don't have a dedicated probe ship, because they are meant to be industrial, mining, salvaging. Hello, Babkia. Sure, grab the Amar Bible. The Goristas, I actually don't know if they have a probe ship. No, apparently not. At least not in the beginning. They are one of the few... Whoa. Goristas got a Titan these days? No, wait, they already had a long time Titan. The longest one... The oldest faction capital, I remember correctly, was the Revenant. I'm not sure. But it's always nice to... Blood Raiders also have a Titan. I am really out of the loop of ships like that. But for those that noticed, there are faction symbols. That means you need both. Frigate level for the frigates, cruiser levels for the cruisers. I think Babia will correct me on the Titans later on. So, if you see both faction symbols, it actually means it's a somewhat conjoined forces of pirate faction. And yes, Gorista, Sancha, Blood Raiders, Angels, and the Serpentists are pirate factions. The Mortals Legion, I wonder what they really are. Are they a pirate faction because you can fight them and they have no negative impact towards the four major faction? They are a combination like the Goristas of Qadari and Galante. But are they really a pirate faction? I don't know. But the more stronger probing ships, and in combination with combat ships, are the Servant Sisters of EvE, or also mostly called the Sisters or the Sisters of EvE. Are the Artros, Ratos, and their battleship, the Nestor. Although, with the prices of these ships, you could also say, hey guys, shoot me because I got money. That's just my opinion of it. Like, if you fly these, of course, they are meant to do it, but they're also like, hey, please shoot me down because I have money to replace this, apparently. So that depends. Follow the instructions. So continuing the missions, because there are like 4 missions to go. They're not really that difficult. Follow objectives. Follow the instructions from your agent. Progress to the end of Cosmic Snitch training course. This is gonna be a freaking text-heavy mission. Yes, this mission is a mission that you need to read. So I know the average attention span of everyone on the internet is like a goldfish. 10 seconds, if you're lucky. They're just saying, okay, if you've got attention span of a goldfish, this mission is not for you, because there are a lot of wallow texts. And with wallow text, I literally mean wallow text. I'm gonna just zoom in. Why am I flying crooked? Don't know, don't care. This is gonna be a long mission. Move drones, new group. Hop. Hop, hop, hop. Say hello to one of the most Wait. I need to know something. Give me 1 second. Missions. Epic arcs. I will... Nope. Wrong sister. Aww. Like I said, this is... Titan also cooked came to be crooked. Titans? What are you responding to? The way I was flying, like crooked? So for anyone that just noticed the wall of text that is on screen, and I mean wall of text. Greetings pilots and good work finding your way here. I warped here. They're gonna explain multiple things in this mission. They're gonna expect you to read it. So that's why I also waited a bit so that you could put it on break. Let's go to the next gate. So from YouTube, if you want to read it, I will keep it there for a while so that you have time to pause the video and read it at your discretion. If you don't want to read it, I will give you a quick overview. Acceleration gates are just being explained here, and they're now explaining that you get a exploration supply, you'll get a core probe launcher, and you'll get a core probe scanner probes. I need to take them. Keep in mind, you can pause the video on YouTube and then continue with me later. Too far, yes, of course. I'm always too far. So what I'm now gonna do, I am gonna take the items, because, hey, freebies! These are, as far as I know, the only items that does not have... Well, there are more with no civilian versions, but most training can give you a civilian variant of everything. Ah, cool. More wallow text. This is for everyone. They're just explaining the sensor overlay, which I already used. Oh, you get civilian of the upgrade. They're explaining that you have a maximum distance for everything. Keep in mind, you can pause it and read it on your own discretion. But they're explaining how the probe works, how the probe launcher works, and everything like that. And what I explained in the first mission, this cute little thingy. Now we're going towards the next pocket, which each time you take a acceleration gate, you're going from pocket to pocket, or from room to room. So when someone asks you, what room are you in? I am in room 2 at the moment. Okay, we're getting explained what a data site is. Like I said, I will leave it on it. Data sites are sites which you can hack and get certain things. Electronic activities like data are found here. They also give you a heads up for what's next area. I have to get self reacquainted real fast, so I am skimming it now. And so, as I thought, it would be everything based on data, electronic, hacking, stuff like that. If I read it correctly, some salvaging can happen too, but keep in mind, I am a mission runner, I am not a prober. I do not do exploration and stuff like that. And as I see, I already made perhaps a mistake, since the relic sites are specialist signatures for man-made structures. So I think this one is mostly for salvaging and stuff like that. Archaeology, research and stuff like that. But again, I do combat mission, mining missions, and I do howler missions, but I do not do exploration. So my understanding is a bit vague. That's why I also leave it on screen for a while, so that people can read it. And like I said, if they want to, they can go to the YouTube channel and my YouTube channel and put on break and see it. But they also show you how it looks like a bit, but it's not really common to look like that. Gas sites is the next one. If I remember correctly, these are the only places you can get certain things. Boosters are made from gas sites, and if I remember, there is a certain gas that gives you the red crystals called... Now I need to make sure this one is there and this one does not overlap too much. Usually I remember everything a bit out of my head, but I don't remember if it's actually minerals. Does it come from gas? Maxilla? No? Morphite. Yeah, morphite. I don't know if that comes from gas or not. I could check it up like this. Morphite is highly material found and hard to get. Okay, it's still an ore, and just a quick way, it's hard to get. Real hard to get. But for those that want to read, I think it's long enough. And now we have to go back to the base, to the station. So, as I said, there are wall attacks in this mission. And I don't mind people having an attention span for like 10 seconds. But if people take the time to read it, they can actually learn more than just like, oh, we're gonna ask help. This is also a cry to new pilots to learn a bit about the game before coming to help. Like, do your own little research. Look for people that do things. I know I suck at exploration, so if I want to know something about exploration, I do research about exploration. I'll do these missions again. As long as I can, of course. And if I still don't get something, I will ask someone, but only at that point. And remember, while exploring, stay hydrated. But next to that, this is the most easiest way to get a ship and free money. Again, if you later in the game need some money, if you noticed, I have 9.4 million ISK. And trust me, that's nothing. That's just a drip of money. You can do this 3 times over 4 factions. You can do this 12 times, and each time you get about 12 to 14 million. It takes some time, and that's excluding value of ship. That's only rewards and bounties. Next mission. Okay, data site scanning. So I'm gonna assemble this ship. And I'm going dark for a few... But you know what? I don't care. I'm not going dark. I just gonna change name and gonna call this... And only I know what that means at this point. And there is a reason that I'm gonna change ship for now. Strip fit. I do not need a fit for the ship, by the way, but I just prefer to have a little fit immediately. That is because Why not? Because I need to probe. So I have to find a data site scanning. And this is why these missions are so few. But they can take some time. And you will see why in a minute. I think the Tormentor was the old warship. Hey Babkia, do you remember what the old warship was for Amar? If I remember, it was the Tormentor, right? I know the Bantam was the for the... Bantam was the... So, Qatari one? I don't remember the Mimitar or the Galante, but if I remember correctly, this was the Amar version of the old miner ships before they were subjugated to go to the same area. So, as you've noticed, I have warped away from the station. And I now activate my afterburner. And I align towards the station. Which is actually a bad idea. I have to align to somewhere else. The reason I do that, and there's also a reason I'm gonna zoom out now. Because I need that every overview I got to keep in mind. Inquisitor of the Tormentor, I thought so. So, this is the probe launcher. Let's probe. I need to find a certain signature. First of all, big size and analyze. All my probes are away and they're scanning. I use this technique since the dawn of that I played this game. I needed a data site. So I am gonna focus on this one. So I'm gonna make them smaller and I'm gonna move it towards it, going up a bit. This is all I'm gonna do, and I keep my eye on that specific, that one. So I'm scanning that one. And as you notice, the percentage is 34.9. Right click selection. Yes, I know, but I prefer to keep all in sight. You know how I am, Bob. Everyone has their own technique of probing, by the way. Just like ships, there is no official way how stuff works in this game, actually. I just do it this way, and that is because this is my way of doing it. But as Bob just said, right click to the selected that as only one in the list which one of the options. So I always forget if you do that. Okay, I found it. So I can warp to it. So I always forget. Recall and warp 2. I need to use that thingy. I'll do that at the last one, because I always forget if it automatically resets it or not. So when I'm done here, I don't know if it will reset my filter. That's all I'm saying. And I'm just stubborn as well. This is a data site. Look, another explanation. I'm gonna place it because I need to look which one I need. I need the other one. And it explains actually how to do it. Invention, research, blah blah blah. So, like I said, they expect you to have a big attention span. I technically know how it works, and you'll see me doing it real fast, and you're like, how did you do that? Because, hello, this is how it is. I'll just left click, and then left click. Oh, shield. No, wrong one. And I'm just mashing the buttons. That's actually what I do. I just mash the buttons. Reload the probe, and that's the mission. Like, that's the whole mission. So the reason I warped to the sun and was flying some different way is to make sure the chance that I'm found smaller. Combat probes can find player ships, and if they want to kill me, they can do it that way. So by being mobile, there's a small chance of being found while working on probing. It does not guarantee your safety in low sec, nullsec or wormhole space, but it increases it a little bit. And every increase towards the safety of the player, take it. So we're going towards the next mission, which is a relic site. And I thought Bobka would already answered my question actually, if that would automatically reset it. I think he just is not in the mood of answering. If I remember correctly, it will do that. What? If I activate the filter, would if I do a new one, would it reset towards the old version? Like if I didn't put any filters on. Because I always forget that if it automatically resets it back to 0 filters. I think it should. It's been a while. Yeah, same here. It's been a real long time ago. What do we have here? Oh, a mobile depot. Wait, we have a mobile depot in the middle of nowhere. Great. So that can become a problem. Because I'm busy. Okay. So again, I need to find a specific. I hate my English, really, I do. I need to find the correct one, and we're gonna do it the Babka way. I need a. So that one is there. Yes. There. So since they're all there, let's make it simpler. And let's focus the scan there. Since I don't know which one I need, as you notice, you need a certain percentage before you know what is there. If I remember correctly, it's 25% you need at least to know what for site it is. Okay, right click, ignore all other results. I am gonna focus on that relic site. And if I remember correctly, it should reset after I am done, but I am not so sure about it, but that does not matter. And we got it, and we've got it, and warp 2. This is a training area for capsuleers studying how to scan down relic site. Once the area has been discovered, the capsuleer must proceed through the course of recovering proof of the discovery document, blah 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 blah. They also explain that you need the given module for it, to ensure you will get it. So, the same as a data analyzer, the relic analyzer works the same way. You will see me mashing through it anyway, but that is not how it usually goes. Most people that do it will be thinking which button is what, and I just bash through it like it's nothing. If I remember, you can't even fill these missions. Let's say if you can fill this, you're real good in it, because I don't remember ever failing it. But if you ever failed one of those missions, keep in mind, these are the tutorial agent careers. So keep in mind, I'm not talking about official exploration. I am talking about these. One. Field is forgetting to grab. Yeah. Oh yeah, also an explanation. The numbers on it are actually saying how far away you are. That's all. So let's say it says 10, then it means you need to move 10 of those spaces any direction to find the correct area of opening it. Babsha makes a real funny comment. Failing is forgetting to grab the proof you need to hand in. But fun fact about these missions, they do not expire. The only thing that expires is the bonus reward. So you can take all the time you want with one mission. I have seen veteran players just come back to one of these areas just to relearn everything. They already done it. They just starting to rescan, just to remember how it was done again. But yeah, if you forget the proof of discovery, it's like, why are you doing the missions anyway? So in the end, I will get a magnet. A true probed vessel. You would think give them in the beginning. No, they'll give you in the end. Also, I need to take a pass along. I must have that pass on me, or else I can't enter it. So we're gonna put that in my ship. Control C. Oh no, Alt C, sorry. I always mix them up. And yes, you have to probe it out. Also, many people in these areas will be doing it from the safety near the station, but keep in mind, the only reason that you can do it safely in this system is you are protected by CCP in this system. So if someone, and you're still in your trial period, like the beginning times, and you're still learning, you are protected because this area is meant to be safe. I don't know for how long this protection stays on. I forgot the pass. So, hello, recover probes. When I said I need the pass, I forgot it. I don't even... Well, that was smart. Look, I'm doing 100 of... I can do 100 of these missions a day, so... Oops. And also, as I said, I usually don't need items like that, other than when they're gifted by the mission. Well, apparently I forgot. But again, Don't worry, you get the time for it. Because I put it in my Empower. Oops. Well, that was a fail. And I assume Bobkia made a clip of that fail. Because I know how he is, because, hey, he's my best friend. If he can find a way to annoy me, he will. Let's change it up a bit. Also, make sure you never warp too many times to the same spot if you're going to low sec, null sec, wormhole space. Because people will learn your habit of where you're going to warp to. So keep that in mind. Don't become predictable. Being predictable is dangerous. So, let's look for gas. I'll take the sun as a center point and probe up. And yes, they are still ignored. Clear all ignored results. Ignore results. Okay, they're back. So you have to do it manually. Ignore all other results. So apparently you have to do it manually these days. But then again, as I said, I don't really do this much often. So please forgive my ignorance that I did not know that. Mostly the only scanners I use are these scanners, the directional scanners, to make sure I'm not being attacked by any other pilots. And I am lucky I have found it this fast. Also, please keep in mind, the reason I'm finding it this fast is because they are designed that way. You can actually scan them out with directional scanner at some way or form. That is, by the way, sarcasm for those who don't understand it. But the reason I say that is because they are really easy to find. Because they're designed that way. So we're going inside the gas site now. This is a useless thing, but it's just to prove that you can find it. So let's go. Normal techniques are like when you scan something out, like a wormhole. You bookmark it so you can go back there. Well, again, another explanation. Don't forget to recover the proof of discovery. And they also explained stuff about the gas area. But I don't know if I say this correctly, so I stand corrected if I'm corrected. If I recall, gas sites are mostly found in low sec, null sec and wormhole space. And they're not found in Empire space or are extremely rare in Empire space. Also, make a habit to recover your probes when you found a site. Yes, also that. I do that so automatically that I actually forgot that to say that. Thank you, Bobcat. Always recover your probes. Especially when you're using expensive probes. That's the same for drones, fighters, like anything you can deploy. Don't forget. I have, and trust me, those were expensive in the beginning of the time. I forgot 7 MTUs? Yes, MTUs, mobile tractor units. They were about 10 to 20 million each. And that was around the low end in that time. They went for way more even. Now they're about average 7 million. But keep in mind, because those numbers will ramp up real fast. And the moment I push complete mission, we have done all the career agents. So I'm gonna summarize the agents in a nutshell. The business career agent is like trading. Usually business is combined with the additional career, industrial careers, sorry. They are based on mining, production, selling, moving stuff from point A to point B. They are the backbone of the game, and although there are some people that are trying to scam you out of money, that keep in mind that's my point of view, but they'll try to scam you out of your money so that you can mine in peace. They are the backbone of the game. They make the ships, they make the ammo, but they also make the stations, the MTUs, what I just talked about, the mobile tractor units, or the mobile depots that we see near the sun of Depari. Sorry. So then we go to the military career path. You could say those are the people that stays either in Empire or go to low sec, null sec to do missions. Fight against the NPCs. And trying to make a good standing towards the stations so that other players can have a safe path somewhere. Because if Babja will correct me on it, I know he will. If I remember correctly, if you are in a corporation with a very high standing towards a faction, even if you are at minus, it would balance out a bit so that you can fly through it. As far as I remember, it could also mean if you have a minus 10 in Minmatar, you will be shut down even if the corporation has a plus 10. Small chance, because then you need a lot of plus 10s to offset your minus 10. But if that's not the case, I'm sorry. It's been a long time since I've worked with the standing aspect, and I try to keep the empires like me. So the advanced military career is like flying in a fleet. To make for anyone that has done incursions, especially around the Vanguard level of incursions, you will hear stuff like on comms like drones in, align, drones in, align, drones in, stuff like that. But that also means primary target is A, secondary target is B. Make sure secondary target is without cap. Now, everything is personal standing. Corp standing is needed or was for anchoring in the old times to anchor your pulse. Thank you, Babja. I knew I forgot how it actually worked. Oh yeah, and it also you needed it for jump clones. I remember correctly that too as well for standing. But so that is the advanced military career path, to give you a little feeling of how it is to work in fleets, that you have to listen to someone to do something. Stuff like that. And then you've got the exploration career path, finding wormholes for your corporation or alliance, or finding that rare ore or those gas sites for your miners of your corporation to find them. And in the end, every career path you choose, and I mean every career path you choose, even if your career path is, for those are getting nausea by movement, you just look away a bit, but if this is your career path, spinning your ship, that's your career path. If that makes you happy, then that is your career path. Now I'm going to teach you a little joke in the game. If you look down on the screen, you will see 15, 16, you know, those numbers. That's how many times you spin the ship. If you go the other way around, it counts. Oh, it still counts up. Oh wait, that's a different game. It counted down. But I just like that little trick. And it will start counting at level at 10. And you can cheat it by going real fast both ways, but I love you guys, so I'm not gonna do that. Because I don't want people vomiting all over their PC, telephone, or even TV. Because I love you guys. So that's in a nutshell how the career agents give you a little foot in every direction. But in the end, you play the game the way you want to play it. If someone tells to you, mining is the wrong way to play it, they're wrong. Because it's your way of playing your character. An old CCP explanation was, dare to be bold, pilot. And that was, I think, in the time that they were overhauling the PvP area, PvP stuff. And I was like always, dare to be you, pilot. Because you need to play with your character. Maybe I have to help your character at one point. We don't know. But it is, you play the game your way. And that is how the game is made also. Of course, when I said there were an X many people playing the game, that's true. Even now there are 34,698 people online the moment I say this. That could change in a few seconds. We all play the same game, on the same server. I can talk to every one of them. Maybe not everyone, because then I'll be busy for like 10 years to talk to them. But I can get into contact with them. Like here, EvE University has 162 people. It is okay if you can not if not, can I get some ask for a ship? Okay, first of all, do career business or career military. You can get around, well, you can get more, but I spent some money. You can get enough money from that. Mine's broke. Then write a ticket towards... Have you already done your career agent? If not, and they're broke, you can ticket it to CCP that they're broke and they'll fix it for you. If they are broken by game, not by your mistake. Because there are way more career agents. So it's a very good question you do, because I did not show it. There are more career agents, actually. You don't got one set. Agents and missions. Career agents. So they'll show me these, where I'm now. But if you go to agent and missions, and this will also work for everyone. Go to agent finder. Set to career. Set to any level, any destination. They're only in high security. You can also do the tutorial. Yes, that's true. So these has a red tick in them. That means career path already done. But in, let's see, Konaban, I can do the Hidian University. In Pashai, I can do the Royal Amar Institute. There are sets of 5 for every 3 schools per faction. There are 4 factions. You can do these career agents 3 times per faction. But my math is not working. 12 times, right? Because 3 times 4 is 12. Yes. You can do each of them 12 times. So if one doesn't work, you can go to the next one. Or if you want more, you can go to the next one. I can make an average of, let's take the calculator. Let's take the 10 million I have now. So 2 more. If I do that times 3, I got 30 million. If I do that times 4, because all factions, you can get, let's see, whoopsie, well, a lot. I just made a mistake, sorry. Times 4, times 3. You can make 120 million. So, if you want to do the tutorial missions, you can do a lot. And you do not need to beg for money. And in case in emergencies, you have done all of your tutorial agents, you can always get a free Corvette at any station and go mining. Sell the ore, do it real fast, because you can always come back with no ship. I could sell all my ships. I could give away all my money and still make money, because the moment I lose everything, board my Corvette. I don't know if that's still the same, but they do have a button for it. And I do have a Corvette. And are you sure you wish to leave your active ship and enter Corvette? Sure, why not? If you do not have a Corvette, you will get a Corvette. I could destroy the ship and get a new Corvette. Even with all the ships in my area, in my station. So always remember, just because you have nothing left, you always have your Corvette. Which I also have to say, this is the Amar Corvette. It's the Empower. You could say it's the baby ship. It's so cute. But I'm gonna show all the other friends we have as well. We have the EvE. Not as big as a destroyer or a battleship. But for the Qadari, this is your beginning. When in doubt, work from your EvE back up. She will do you proud at all times. The Glante, if I say it Glante, if I say it correctly, I don't know. That's the Valator. Again, not the most biggest ship. Only 62 meters long in the longest axis. But she is the backbone for every returning pilot or every new pilot. This is your beginning. This is your safety net if ever you lose everything. As Babsha said, you will always be able to start up again. Not fast, but you can do it. You'll never be stuck without a ship. And then we have the Minmatar, or how I call them, buckets of rust. But they're nice. The Reaper. Again, I think she's even the biggest of the whole fleet of corvettes, with 84 meters on the longest axis. I'm gonna check that. But again, just like the other corvettes, your way to go back into the game. Nice. Nice. Hey, in Rust we trust. Yep. And then we have the Corvette, the Empower Corvette, which is the smallest of the whole fleet of corvettes. But then again, size does not matter. It's about how you want to play. A long time I have been let's see if I can find it, a retriever miner. I have mined my ass off, and I still like mining. I will do that in between episodes so that I don't have to bore you. Bob, which was the other one we had? Mykonol, right? That we used in the old corporation? The old time that ice was valuable. Now it's different. But I've seen players flying Blood Raiders or Sanctionation. Hell, during my incursion time, I have flown the Nightmare, Hulk Fleetwise, and Mech or Skiff solo. After the change, of course. Of course. This is my ship that I have flown while doing Vanguards with the incursion fleet. And I always contested with someone, because one of our FC always said, X up to drop your stack of Liovite. And there were two pilots, me and another one. We X up the fastest. And it was always a contest between the two of us. I do miss those old times with that fleet. But changes in game did make it a bit problematic to keep running it. So, I'm gonna end this episode for YouTube, because it went a bit longer, and I hope that I have teach you a bit about something. So, for those that are on Twitch, we're gonna take a little break, and then I'll be right back after the break. For YouTube, you know the drill, like, subscribe, and all those stuff. And I'll see you all next time. And stay safe out there.